Hi guys, it's Amy, and you have found Amy Loves Crochet. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I do really appreciate your time. I have a vendor event coming up. Yes, I signed up for another craft event. I do this like sporadically, like once a year kind of thing when I think, oh, this is going to be the time, and it's always like right before Christmas because, you know, I'm thinking that's maybe when I'm going to get my best sales because people are looking for gifts for others and stuff. So anyway, it's really local. It's at the college that my kids have gone to, and it's a scholarship drive. And so I'm kind of looking forward to getting back into it. Like, I want to continue the rhythm of doing this more often than I do once a year or so. So special hello and thank you to my friend Sherry. I've been visiting with her at the last couple of events that she's done, and she's really given me some inspiration, so thank you. So yeah, so I have some hats. You guys have seen the baseball hats that I did recently, and then I also wanted to pull out some of the pom-pom hats that I made for last year's event that didn't sell. So I decided I wanted to go to Hobby Lobby and check out one more time, because I work right around the corner, and check one more time to see about some styrofoam heads and see what was going on with that, because they're a little bit creepy. I can't get past that. They're a little bit creepy. But when I went to see what they have some that are men's heads and then some that are like children's size heads. But I just wanted to kind of get a standard, and I'm a girl, so I got a girl. And they had a couple of different kinds. So this one, you can see the length of the neck on this one. Some of them they had were a much taller neck, and some were just cut off right at the head here. And so I looked at these were $3.99, and then the others were either $5.99 or $7.99. So I thought, that's my price tag, right? I don't care the length of the neck. So they had two. And but one of them, as you can see here, has a crack in her neck. She's got a little Frankenstein neck going on. So I went up to the front before I got into the checkout register line, and there's always like a manager or a shift lead or whatever standing up there, and I asked if I could have a discount on the broken piece. And she said, if there are any others on the shelf, I'm sorry, we can't discount what's there, might be broken. So I was like, okay. So I did something I'm not very proud of. I just put it down impulsively, like next to the register. I didn't even go put it back on the shelf, which I don't like it when people do that. So I didn't like that I did that. So I put it down and I got in line and to buy the one that was intact. And I thought, I don't like that I did that. So I went back and got it, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just tie a ribbon around her neck, or maybe I'll try to glue it closed or something. And I was thinking about it again, and I said, once I buy these two, there are no others like this. So she saw me standing in line again, and she said, let me see that. How broken is it? And how much does it cost? And so I said, well, it's $3.99, and when I do buy it, it's the last one. You know, there will be no more. And so she said $1.99. She told the lady at the register to give me $1.99. So that was half off. And I thought maybe ask for 10 or 20%. So she gave me half off. So don't ever be afraid to pick up something that's damaged that you think you could possibly still work with and ask for a little discount on it. You never know what you're going to get. So I look forward to being able to put the hats on the heads for my vendor table. The other thing that I was working on is, you guys have seen me make a couple of tops. I've got the cardigan, the granny square cardigan. I've made the swimsuit cover up, and then a couple of shirts. And I wanted to create a better hanger for them to sit on. So I just took, I have an Ogo Karen Big Donuts that are a 5 bulky. And so it may not look like it on here, but I did kind of cram it on there. I think they're a 5 bulky. Yeah, because I bought it to go with I love this cotton. I mean, I love this chunky. So anyway, so I just did single crochets. I just tied it on up here. You kind of got to figure it out based on the shape of the neck of the hanger. And then I just did single crochets all the way around and just kept pushing it and shoving it and shoving it and pushing it so they'd be nice and compact. And so I've made 4 so far, and I've got another 1, 2, 3, 4 to make. So it's a little awkward, and but I think it's a nice alternative to having your items sliding off of the hanger, or having to clip them, or use those hangers that have the little dip in them, because then you end up with a little bit of a different shape on your shoulder there. So that's what I've been up to, getting ready for my table. I'm going to spend the rest of today, I've got today off because at work we work a skeleton crew between Christmas and New Year's, and I've had the last couple of years off. And so this year I do have to work it, and so I get other time off during the year. So today is one of those days I took off, and I'm going to prep my items and kind of do a mock setup of what I want my vendor event to be. They're providing the tables, so that's a huge step that I don't have to do. But getting my stuff laid out is always really kind of nerve-wracking for me, and I always just barf up everything on the table. So I've really edited down what I'm going to bring with me this time. I started with just one tote. I kind of leaned into a second tote, but I am going to keep it short and sweet. So one of the things that I made, so the Zeeman yarn. So this came to me in a Mary Maxim mystery box, and I had never seen the yarn before. We've come to terms that it is a size 3. It is a very nice, soft, it's called Supersoft, and it really lives up to its word. You can see this kind of, they don't have color names, they just have numbers. So this one is kind of like a grayish green, depending on what light you see it in. And then this awesome baby pink color, this really bright pink color, and then this gorgeous royal blue. So I had a whole bunch of each of those, and over time I have put some things together. The first thing, and these are 80% acrylic and 20% polyamide. For those who didn't know that, they are 50 grams, and so it's 199 meters. I don't remember how much that is in yardage, but so a couple of things that I have made. One of the first things I did this year on January the 2nd is I did a tutorial with this stitch. It's called the blocks and bars. And I got it out of a book that my crochet stitch guide, and I didn't realize how bobbly these looked in the picture. They looked much flatter. So if you flip the scarf around, you get the flat side. So I like that this is somewhat reversible, that you can either have like the flat side if you want, or that bobbly side. And I kind of wanted one that would be like a neutral color, either a man or woman. I didn't want it to look too scalloped or anything like that. So I thought this was a really good outcome for that. I like this one a lot. And it's very lightweight, but it's very warm. So that was the first thing I made with a Zeeman that I'm talking about today. So then the next thing that I worked on is something that my granddaughter plays with and wears and wraps around herself all the time. This is the Midwife shawl, and I got the pattern, the tutorial, off of Fiber Spider. And this one was done with 2 skeins of the Zeeman yarn, and I used the 4mm G hook. And it is the cutest little shawl for her. She walks around, you know, she wraps it around her belly and stuff. But any kind of size that you wanted it to be, if you're an adult who likes the pink, this bright pink, I think it's just a gorgeous pattern. I love it. You can wear it so many different ways. So when I was sharing the video of this, I got a wild hair to try it with the blue. I wanted to make another one with the blue. So we'll get to that in a minute. But and so this one I made in May. And then the next one that I made with the Zeeman yarn, this is a Bag a Day crochet pattern number 499. You know, all her patterns are numbered. So if you just go to Bag a Day's page and type in 499, it should come up. It's just a lightweight shawl. A lot of her names are very kind of, you know, vague, I think. And so I just wrote down lightweight shawl, and I used a 5.5mm hook on this as well. And she uses a 2-weight yarn for the project, and so like I said, this is kind of a 3-weight yarn. So what I did is I striped it out a little bit with the blue and the gray together. It is another big, you know, if you like a bigger one, bigger front scarf, you could totally wear this and get both colors going on. It's a great size for a scarf, a shawl, a standard shawl as well. So, and then this one was really cute because it's got these great little picots on the edge, which I really liked. And I'm, you know, I've said it before, I'm not a picot fan, but I thought they had a really nice application on this pattern. So if you haven't seen this before, it's so soft. It's so soft. I love it. Okay, so then today's project that I wanted to share with you is I did the Midwife shawl again. Like I said, I wanted to try it in the blue. This is only one skein, and I did it with a bigger hook. I did it with a 5.5 millimeter hook. So I really like too that Fiber Spider does that scalloped edge on this side when you're all done doing your, let me hold it up so you can see it a little bit better. See how those Midwife patterns are done? I just love it, that little triangle look with a cutout center. So again, with the 5.5 millimeter, I mean the 5 millimeter hook, this is very loosey-goosey. Oh, but what I was saying is that he takes you back around and does a scalloped edge on that flat edge. So I really like that. It gives it such a finished look. But this one's a little bit smaller. This one was only one skein versus the pink one that was 2 skeins. So I think that it fits real nicely like this. It doesn't have drapey ends. I like how you could just kind of tuck them up underneath, and you know, and then you got your jacket wrapped on you. So it's a great color. Man, I love this color. And again, I don't know how they could name it anything other than super soft, because it is super soft. This is a great pattern. I absolutely love it. I think I'm going to do it again too. So yeah, I really like this one. So I'll be busy for the rest of the day prepping my table, and then I'll show you before the event. I'll show you a video of everything when I'm all done and see what happens, so you can send me your good vibes, and I'm going to sell lots of stuff. So have a wonderfully blessed day, guys. I hope you'll come back and see me again. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.